Hi Cancer, welcome to the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces for September 17th, 2024. Full moons close out cycles. They're usually pertinent for about 2 to 4 weeks. However, this is a lunar eclipse and that can last anywhere from 6 months to a year. But this particular eclipse is showing us is showing us the trajectory of our next 2.5 years. The direction that this reading is going in is number 7, people, professional assistance, which is expert advice and expert support. And I'm just going to take some excerpts out of the book. I don't memorize these because I don't want to. I have enough information in my head already. So it's asking you to look at your life and find areas where professional help might be required. An accountant can assist you, for example, in business, or a broker might be able to answer important investment questions, etc., etc. In the upright position, this card could also indicate a new direction in your career. You may be drawn to helping others in a professional capacity, whether it be business or law or party planning or coaching. And if you've been thinking about becoming a professional assistant of some kind, now is a good time to start. So that's interesting. That's the direction this reading is going in. Pretty simple. 7 is the number of ethics, and it is the number of faith. Faith in things that you can't see but nevertheless exist. And so it is a number that is kind of closest to God, they say. The first set of cards is where you find yourself at the time of the, or who you find yourself with at the time of the full moon, or if you are consciously and actively ending or closing up a cycle. You can find that information here. Oh, nice. The second set of cards is you, what you're thinking, what you're doing, how you're feeling. It's you in action in regards to this situation. And then you have the outcome card. And this is probable outcome because some things, when we have all the right information, we can change it. And some things we are really meant to experience. And that is always for our growth. So I always tend to notice, it's the little things, right? I'm a Pisces, so I can notice the subtleties in situations and things. And the light that I have on is kind of showing on this card here for me that has a lot of the same light that's coming from this book. And this is the card of allies. And so there's a page of cups here, and this is my Pisces card. That could be an ally, or you could be an ally to them. The 3 of Wands is anything that gives you a foot over, the competition. It gives you some kind of extra information. It can be like workshops. It can be self-help books. It can give you anything that gives you an edge, rather, over any competition. It is the sun in Aries, so it's very solar energy. It's very powerful energy, and it's kind of taking that initiative and moving into the situation, taking action on it. And again, this can involve a Pisces. So this can be a young person around you. They're usually round in features. They're quite emotional, intuitive, immature sometimes. They do have the ability to to be, I would say, how do I want to put this? Overly exuberant about something and get started before they actually have all the right there's I want to say immaturity, but also this kind of impulsive energy with them. Like if they want to start something new, they just start it and they're like, oh, maybe I don't know how to do this completely. That kind of energy. It's a bit impulsive. but they mean well, and they're excited to do it. They also have this sort of otherworldly energy. Pisces is about compassion, but worldly compassion. They can see the bigger picture. Now, this can be somebody young around you, somebody who behaves young, or somebody at a distance. And there is some ally energy here. You could be maybe feeling very intuitive. However, you are the King of Wands at this time. So I do feel like this is somebody else around you that you're dealing with. That can be quite helpful, really. Or you may be helping them. But you have the Magician card there. So this is concept and vision. It's manipulating matter to bring about what it is that you want to create. It is the manifestation card through focus and willpower. But first you have to have that vision, and you have to have the concept. And maybe this person needs your help because it's professional assistance, or they can give you help in making this happen. 3 is a creative number. It's a magic number. And you have 1, 2, and 3 here. So there are steps that you take, right? But it's, so 3 is what sort of solidifies the solar outgoing energy, which is the Magician, and that number 2 energy that helps us to assimilate and envision and then apply it, right? It's a very receptive yin energy. So you have that solar outgoing energy, that lunar internal energy or receptive energy of number 2, and the number 3 really solidifies it, puts it together, and it is the creative principle itself, number 3. And so the 3 of Wands are people and books and workshops and situations that can help us to solidify that concept or vision that we have here. The 2 of Pentacles is multitasking, however, so you can have a few balls up in the air. You could be juggling a few things. Maybe you have 2 jobs. Maybe you have 2 situations going at a time where you need some assistance. Because you are the King of Wands here, this is a very managerial energy. It's associated with Aries, and this is leadership, and it's trailblazing, and it's going in first, and kind of taking the knocks and learning the things for other people. I did this first so you don't have to, and now I have the information and I can help you with it, and that sort of energy. We're looking at professional assistance here, but it is a very trailblazing energy. And so you could have a few things going on at this time, or be juggling a few situations, or multitasking. And you may need some help. Or you may be letting go of some things that used to be fun, but all in the understanding that you can strive harder, work better, moving up. It is with a bit of a heavy heart that we leave some things that were enjoyable, but it's time to move on, and it's time to move up when the 8 of Cups appears. And it is very empowering. It's a very empowering energy. But it feels sometimes a bit of a heavy heart. And the fact is, you may not understand it at the beginning of this 2.5-year period, that letting go of something will eventually bring you what it is that you want, bring you to a higher level, to the next plane. But it could just be that it's difficult to leave something behind, or people behind, or a job behind, or something that we enjoyed once. A home, family, estate, a recreational activity. Maybe we have to give it up because we're juggling so many things that we're like, I don't have time for that anymore. I have to give up my gym membership. It could be something that simple. And yet, there's a bit of a heavy heart with it. The outcome is the Knight of Wands and the Judgment card. So the Knight of Wands is messages. For me, it's messages that come in, usually through electronic means, so phone, texts, emails, that kind of thing. I don't think anybody does fax anymore, so probably not fax. But even it's, maybe you hear something on TV, something like that. But it's something that reawakens us with the Judgment card. It's something that's a bit of a call to action. It is like it can be epiphanies, right? It can be something that we hear or messages that we receive that are saying, okay, it's time to act now. Now we're doing it, and it's a reawakening. It's a rebirth of some sort. It's a good card. It's associated with the element of fire, and fire purifies, but it also is energy, right? It's fuel. So it's something that sort of reawakens us from the grave, and we're reborn, and we know where we belong, and we know what we're meant to do. And so you have the Fool card there, and that's a new adventure, and it's taking a leap of faith, and it's like the sun is on your back, and you feel supported. And it's also the energy of kind of not getting ahead of yourself. Take things as they come, meaning you don't over worry about what could go wrong. It's taking that leap of faith that you can handle anything as it comes. It is for me like the seed, right? It's a 0. So it's like the seed that holds all that potential, and in its proper timing it unfolds. It grows in its proper stages. That's really nice. I mean, you have some really good cards here with the Fool and the Magician. That's potential and the initiative energy to move forward. And you can get some help on the things that you don't know or understand that you're taking the leap of faith on. What does Spirit want you to know? You have surprise. Look for the unexpected today. Now again, this is 2.5-year period, but this moon gives you indications of the direction that you're going in for the next 2.5. So maybe you want to refer to this every now and then. Thank you for watching. I hope it's been helpful. I shall return in 2 weeks with a new moon reading. Until then, take very good care. Bye for now.